up, Pistol Nation? My friends, today we are going to be looking at talent upgrades. Once you click on your unit, any of these units, you click on it, you'll go down here to where it says talent. Click this talent. Now, each type has a special talent. So if you go down here, it says penetration. Offensive units reduce their target's defense by 20%. This effect cannot be stacked. If we go and look at defense, defense has their own category, heavy shield. Defense units have greater survivability, and their unit damage reduction is increased by a certain percentage. We go to charge. All the charge units have a special talent, outflank. Attack troops in the enemy's backline row, inflicts 30% more damage. I'm trying to go fast because I don't want to bore you guys with this. Sniper, damage depends on the distance. And if we go to casters, we have gather energy. Magic resistance is increased. So, each one, attack, defense, charge, range, caster, they have their own special talents. However, it gets a little deeper than that. Now, we're going to click on this goblin guy for an example. And to the side right here, it has A, B, C, D. So these are like bonus talents. And we have attack, HP, attack speed, magic resistance. And the far right number is the total that you can get. You cannot exceed this, 20%. So we can get a 20% attack bonus, 20% HP bonus, 5% attack speed, and 5% magic resistance. We can't go any higher than that. On the left, it will show you how much you have. Now, it is very important to keep this in mind. These numbers, these stats right here are not the same for each character. The main talents are for the type, but if you look at different ones, I think the fire elemental might be different. Yeah, the fire elemental has attack speed and dodge. So it has dodge, attack speed, but if we look at the goblin has magic resistance. So some of them are different. They're not all the same. If we look at it, has critical hit. I think the Pit Fiend has something different too. The Pit Fiend has healing. She has healing and unit damage. So they're not all the same. So that is one thing you have to keep in mind. Another thing is, how do we upgrade them? So you want to upgrade these because they're very, very good. Then this upgrades too. Not only these upgrade too. There's two different ways to upgrade them. You can upgrade them with the little potions right here, and each one is different. So the red potion is for the offensive units only. If we go to defense, they have their own potion. It's like this gold one. This is for defense only. And so on and so forth. Each type has their own potion. So this one's blue for the chargers. And the casters are, and these ones are purple. And that's pretty much how it is. So, what you want to do is, you want to do it the basic way to use your potion, or you can do it the expert way. And the expert way uses diamonds, which I don't really suggest. If you have not already watched my video where I gave you guys and girls tips and tricks on what I personally think you should be spending your diamonds on, go check that video out. Link up in the little eye. This is not one that I suggest you waste your diamonds on. I wouldn't personally waste my diamonds on this. I would use your potions. It's just better. So what you're going to do is go to basic. And you can hit develop or develop 10. So if you hit develop 10, it'll go through 10 times. I'm going to show you both of them. So we'll click develop. And what it does is it randomly generates some numbers. Now, you have to understand that these numbers aren't going to go up all the time. Sometimes they will go up, sometimes they will go down. And as you can see right here, our attack actually went down 0.3%. Our HP went up 0.3%. Our critical hit went up 2. Our unit damage went up 0.15%. Power after saving. So what this is telling me is that based on this stats, my gambled stats, the roll of the dice, so to speak, I will have an increased power of 60 if I keep this. Now, you don't have to keep it. If it's a lot of negatives, if it's a lot of drawbacks, you can just give up. It will use the potions that you used or the gems or diamonds. They will get wasted. But you don't have to take the stat loss. So right here, this is beneficial. We got more green than red, so we can keep that. We got a 60 power increase. We'll keep it. And there we go. We just increased it. Now, if you do develop by 10, it's going to give you this crazy looking chart. And the chart's going to be overwhelming at first because you're going to be like, whoa, what am I doing? And what you can do is you can actually check off which ones you want to keep and which ones you don't want to keep. So this is a really, really fast way to power up, and I suggest you use the increase by 10, the chance for 10, because this is great. It lets you see such a good, it gives you such a good spreadsheet. So if you have one that's like all negatives, what you'll do is you'll just uncheck it, and you'll be like, okay, we don't want to keep this one because it's all negatives. We don't want to keep this one because it's all negatives. We don't want to keep this one because it's all negatives. And then what you do is you just hit keep or give up. But most of the time, you're going to obviously hit keep because you're going to have more greens than reds. So going by this, we struck gold. We got good. We got good all around. I mean, this one's a little bit iffy because we got 2 reds and 2 greens. But overall, look at these numbers. We're going to get a 900 power increase, which is insane. So all these numbers are going to go up. And look at that. And our special talent upgraded too. So as you develop more, your special talent will increase to higher levels and it'll increase more. So right now it went from level 3 to level 4, roster grade plus 90. Caster units are proficient, and it says magic resistance increased by 16. So if we go over here, this is 4, now this is increased. So this guy is doing pretty good. So some tips that I want to give you personally, they're hard to come by. I will say that you don't get a lot of these potions. These potions are hard to get sometimes. You can only get them, let me show you where we go to inventory. Let's go to consumables, and right here we have red. These are all the different potions. If you click gather, the only way you can really get these is from the Duel of Champions or Trial of Angels. So you gotta be careful with how you spend these. They're not too scarce, but they're also not plentiful. So you gotta be careful. Make sure you are going through and actually you have a plan in mind. Don't just go in here and be like, oh man, Pistol Pete just gave me this idea. I'm just gonna go power up all my troops. And you just start clicking on random ones. And then before you know it, you run out of your potions, and then you're like, oh, I'm gonna burn through my gems, and then you just wasted all that stuff. No, don't do that. Make sure you have a plan. So decide, all right, which characters do I want to power up? What is my build? Do I have fire elementals? Do I like the fire elementals? Do I like the pit fiends? Do I like the behemoth, the swordsman? Go through and decide what you want to power up, what is worth powering up. Don't waste your resources on stuff you're not going to use. So let me see if I can give you an example of all reds. We're going to do develop 10 because I use him a lot. I want to power the hell out of him. We're doing really good. We're getting really good rolls. See, now this one, it actually showed you, it actually doesn't have a thumbs up. So it's telling me that this is bad. If I put this in here, as you can see, it actually unchecked it for me. And it said all these are good. If I click this one, watch the power. See how the power is 793 now? If I take this one too, it actually drops to 777. So it actually does it for you, which is pretty good. But you can also do it, manually and pick and choose if you're going a certain build, right? Just because this is telling you not to use it, maybe I really like that increase of 11, or, maybe it's a high increase of 14 and you really want to do it. So you could do something like that. This is really strategizing, and it all goes in how you want to build your characters. You can focus on just having all these maxed out. Or you can try and just focus on okay, I want to make sure I get the defense to 5%, or I'm going to make sure I get the HP to 20%. Because once you get one of these stats maxed out, it's going to be harder to max out the other ones. See, and we'll keep going. This is all good. We're gonna keep all these. I mean, we're just rolling through it now. We got our level 5 heavy shield. And I didn't do too many of these because I wanted to do a video on it and show you guys and girls. But as you can see, I burned through a lot already. We did develop 10. And see, as you can see, I only have 65 left. And we only have the behemoth. We almost have him at max. but that's only one character. You know what I mean? You got tons of characters. So make sure you go through and have a plan of what character do you want to power up, what character do you want to increase his stats. And that is it for today's video, my friends. Pistol whip that like button if you enjoyed this video. Hit that subscribe button to support the channel for more mobile gaming. We cover this game, we cover other mobile games, new ones that come out, and we are almost at 800 subscribers. Help me get to 800 subscribers. I love y'all. I'll see y'all in the next video. Peace.